Hi guys, it's Naglaa
and Donna.
So today we wanted to take some time to talk about specific concepts and things that we channel and things we write about, or maybe some terms you've been hearing about and whatever you're reading on groups or on Facebook or in social media. We want to talk about these concepts, what they really mean, so we can explain them in a way that we have received the information from our guides, from our own experiences, from our past lives. And we want to bring this knowledge more to light because we see so many, like a lot of confusions, a lot of misinformation out there that are really misguiding people from understanding the truth and to find their own truth and what their journey represents. So we'll start with some concepts.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about relationships. So some of the concepts that we're thinking about and we felt it's important that you understand what is the concept of twin flame. And we want to talk about soulmates and what are sacred partners, like what is this realm of relationships really mean. So let's talk about twin flames. What is the energy of the twin flames, a twin soul? This partnership that a lot of people see now are hearing about. Some people are just seeking this idea, chasing the idea of having this divine kind of relationship. And what twin flames, in truth, what they really, really mean.
Yeah, if you're looking for a twin flame, you better stop right then and there.
Honestly, that's the first thing.
That's the very first thing I'm going to tell you that we know and channel directly through spirit. You cannot find a twin flame. Either you are or you're not. And it doesn't mean that you are any better. It's just kind of what you came down here as your mission. As your mission is like part of your Akashic records, your life purpose. You're here for a certain reason. Let's just say you came down here and you intended to help people, right? And that's what most often people do. You're here to help people. You're here to help yourself. Well, you maybe wrote it in your records that you were coming down here to say, be a physician, a physician healer. And that is your mission. That doesn't mean that a physician is going to be better than, say, if you came down here as a nurse. Everybody has their role here. So that's first and foremost. I just wanted to tell you because there's this thing that floats out there that people think that, because you're a twin flame, you're so much higher than anybody else. No, it's just a different role that you came here to do. It's a type of light worker. It's a type of an ascension guide. It's an accelerated ascension path. And it's something that, you came down here as your unique blueprint to help raise the vibration of the earth. So that's kind of one of the things. The core concept of a twin is not about a romantic relationship. It's the energy behind it. It's the feeling of oneness. It's the divine union that you get within yourself as you clear and purge these old identities and templates that you have. And there is this embodiment of this third energy that you create with your twin. And it's that third energy that creates this new earth, meaning that, the ascension of the earth into 5D. What does that mean? Basically, the 3D, 4D, and 5D, they're just all like dimensions of consciousness. So we're still going to be here in the physical. Nobody's going to float away when they're in 5D. It's just they're going to be more in their heart space. It's more coming not from a me attitude, from an ego attitude. It's coming from a oneness attitude. It's coming from that oneness consciousness that you feel as if everybody is connected to you and there is no feeling of, say competition or that jealousy or, the wars, because we all are in it together. We are connected. So that is like the true purpose of a twin is to bring that consciousness to earth and to other people, because without that, we will never evolve into the planet that we were meant to be.
Again, it's like as Donna was saying, it's about embodying and reflecting the energies of the divine. It's about reflecting what unconditional love is on this earth. And again, twin flames, you know, and the very, very basic concept of it is a soul that has been, you know, split into two polarities of a divine masculine and divine feminine, and they're embodied in two different, like the energies, you know, are in two different bodies. Doesn't matter what your gender is, it's about the energy that you're mostly embodying. We all carry, like all humans carry the two energies, divine masculine and divine feminine. And from my understanding and what I understood from the guides is that, you know, some individuals embody more of an energy than the other. It's like an outward appearance, or the outward expression of that energy becomes more presented, you know, in a person. Like for example, again, it's not gender specific, but like a woman, you know, embodies the divine feminine energy, and a man is embodying the divine masculine energy. Again, not gender specific, because some women are an embodiment of the divine masculine energies, or a woman, a female body can be an embodiment of a masculine energy, and vice versa. But at all times, we are carrying both within us, and we're meant to heal the relationship between the masculine and the feminine within ourselves, and create a balance also within ourselves. In general, the divine masculine energy is the energy of, and you see us talking a lot about the masculine and about the feminine. That's why it's important that we just talk about the basics of what that means. In general, the divine masculine energy is the energy of protection and feeling safe in the steps that you're taking. You're feeling the protection side. It's the action taking energy within all of us. The divine feminine energy, on the other hand, is the energy of the receiving energy, because the masculine is like the giving and the action taking energy. The feminine energy is the receiving end of that energy, and it's about our intuition, our nurturing abilities, compassion, our connection to the divine, in the divine energies. So again, we carry both. It's like in a way, when we're thinking what we need to do or what we need to heal, is the feminine energy that connects us to what we need to know. And then if we need to take action, the masculine side of us is the one that's going to take that action. And we're always in a way balancing both within us, healing both within ourselves, in order to be like create that wholeness and that union within the self. With the relationships, like, you know, the twin flame contract or the twin flame type of a journey, you and your divine partner are always working on those energies together. Whether you're talking or, again, it's not about a physical communication with that person all the time or anything like that, but it's like both of you instinctively know in your contract and in your soul's blueprint, you're here to do specific things, and both of you are working with those two energies, you know, at all times, pretty much. Like, you know, yin and yang energies, you're talking to each other and reflecting back to each other, you know, so much of whatever you're healing, and the other person, whatever that person is healing, like mirroring. That's the back and forth between you and that person. Again, when you're working with a divine partner, you know, and in a twin flame connection, if that connection is not bringing you back into self-love and bringing you back into a union energy and really bringing you more inner peace and inner peace within yourself and bringing peace outside of yourself, then there either that's not a true twin flame energy, or that you're being really misguided in how you're dealing with this type of a vibration. What else do we need to say about twins?
Anything that I would say, like a very good definition, if you were going to just like put it in a nutshell, is, you know, you met your twin if they bring you closer to God. God, universe, oneness, your spiritual gifts open up. There's a Kundalini awakening. You know, you start to become more one with the universe. What does that mean? It means that you go through hell sometimes. It means that you are like pulled down, ripped apart, your whole life changes, turned upside down. All the things that you thought you were, they're just kind of like coming, you know, like just, you totally were wrong, you know, and you know, I'm not saying 100% off of it, but you are totally on a spiritual awakening path. That is really the purpose of your twin, to trigger that. And in the beginning, you may just feel like there's this strong magnetic pull. There's this, romantic concept behind a twin, but you will quickly realize that that is really not what it's about. It's more about you and bringing the wholeness back to yourself. And when you can do that, your twin will be felt within. You will feel as though you're together when you're not together, like physically, because you really are never physically, or I should say, not energetically apart. You are always one, and we are all one, but your twin helps you remember that. And then when you can become one within yourself, meaning you're balanced masculine and feminine, and like Naglaa said, there's times where your masculine's going to come out and there's times where your feminine's going to come out whenever you need. It's not going to be like a 50-50 balance, but you are able to tap inside of yourself in order to be able to move through life and be able to do things that your soul was meant to do here on earth. And the other thing that I wanted to say about that is that your energy will be felt. Your energy will be felt in a way that it actually activates other people to be, I guess, like maybe spiritually awakened or going to the ascension path. Maybe not as, astronomical as you have, started the process, but you will start to see changes and shifts in people that family members, friends, people that you work with. You walk into a room and you bring that energy into a room or a place that you can heal with your light and your love without even saying anything. It's through your vibration. People will understand the peacefulness in your heart, and they will know and really like want to just be around you. It's like the strangers that come and talk to you, and when you're in line, they feel the love and they feel very safe around you. So that really what is like this journey is mostly about that. I mean, I would say 99%. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be with your twin flame. I'm not saying that, it's not, that you have to be with your twin flame either, because again, everybody has a different path here. And even if you've never met your twin flame physically, say you just feel that energy of your twin. And there are a lot of people out there that have said that they understand that they are on the twin flame path because they have dreams of their twin and they have felt the energy within. They understand who their twin is, but they never physically met them. May have, people who aren't on this path may think that that's kind of like, weird or something like that, like they're cuckoo. But, people who are on this path and really understand that energy and that feeling of the divine within, that is really as close as you can get to the train as you can. But there is something about this energy that you will know and you will understand. You can't look for it. And if you think you can find it, you know what? God bless you, really, because once you find it, you're gonna probably regret that you found it. But you really probably didn't find it. You just found like a karmic partner or something that, really you will probably have found a karmic partner who triggers a lot of wounds within yourself and who also can feel like a magnetic attraction, the pull, and all of that. It can feel very similar, but how the difference is that karmic partner won't bring you closer to opening up your spiritual gifts or closer to God or any of that. Now, I'm not saying that that karmic doesn't serve a purpose. That person does serve a purpose, but there's going to be a difference in that attraction will eventually fade, and that that kind of that person that maybe you thought was your twin will just, just kind of just fall away, and that's okay, because that was meant to be. Every soul that comes into your life serves a purpose. So with that being said, soulmates, sacred partners, divine partners, all of these other, relationships. I would say divine partner is just as close as your twin as you can get, and those people who didn't come down here as a twin, as like, they didn't come down here, on that exact purpose. They may have been activated by you, if you are a twin, to really like find that sacred partnership, but finding that sacred partnership within yourself first. So a sacred partner isn't necessarily a twin, but it's just as close as a twin as it can get, because they bring you closer to yourself. They teach you, they help you with self-love. All of these things is like a beautiful connection. And just like soulmates are beautiful connections. Soulmates serve a purpose. Soulmates are like, a very close friend, a parent, your child. It could be a lover. It could be so many different, relationships. And they are really the ones that also exhibit a very high level of unconditional love.
With all these kinds of relationships, again, it goes back to what frequency and what vibration, that is being emitted from a connection. Soulmates come in all kinds of vibration, all kinds of levels, but again, you have your unique vibration, you have your unique frequency, and the closer a person in their frequency to yours and how aligned you are, that really denotes a difference between a soulmate versus a karmic, or someone, all these kinds of connections. So again, it's about you. It comes back to you and what you embody and the kind of vibration you're in. That's why, whenever you're meeting a karmic partner, that partner is reflecting to you where you are and where your vibration is at that moment in time. It's all about that moment in time. And that's why karmics can sometimes, you can be with the roughest kind of energies, because they're just a reflection of what needs to be healed within you. And that's why, we call, they're there as a karmic partner. Sometimes I think karmics can be like, a karmic for you might be a soulmate for another person, because their vibrations are very matching for each other. But again, just, bringing back to what resonates with you and where you're aligned and where your energies are.
I think long story short is that it really probably doesn't matter the label that you use. Just know that you're never stuck. You never have to be just with one person, because as you ascend and as you shift your energy, you may fall out of alignment. So even if it's your twin, you may fall out of alignment and you're not, physically in touch, or you don't feel their energy or whatever. With anybody, a soulmate, anyone, you could just, the same thing can happen. Sometimes it's just not worth boxing yourself in and creating something like that and putting yourself in that box, and then feeling as though, well, if it doesn't happen, then there's something wrong with you or wrong with that person. Like, the blame is really not productive. So my advice or my guidance would be is to, and it's always been this, like, it doesn't matter, like, we don't need to label a person. You know what you're on, you know the type of journey that you're on. Are you on a spiritual journey, or are you on a romantic journey? Like, are you just here to serve the purpose for like your own growth, and just live happily ever after? If you are, that's okay. Then that's the journey that you're on. But, the person that you're, if you are embodying a twin flame journey, that I'm going to tell you that is not the journey of self-fulfilling, self-fulfillment. It's more of a journey of self-love, unconditional love, getting into an alignment with the universe, and also healing yourself and the collective. That's really the journey that you're on. And that journey is not really self-fulfilling, even though the abundance does come to you. It is more of a journey of like, what should I say? It's not about yourself. It's about serving others. It's about serving the collective. It's about serving Earth. It's about being the direct channel between the divine and humankind. You know, and we are still all human, but we just have a clearer channel in being able to bring that healing light to this earth. So I think that's kind of really where I wanted to put it. It doesn't matter really. You know deep down inside what you were meant to do. And you know the type of feeling that you have in your heart. And if that's how you feel with somebody, then, allow it to flow and see where it takes you.
Yeah. Like one of the main things that the twin flame journey, as Donna said, is, about the service to others, is like one of the main things that usually happen within you when you meet that specific person, is that you're triggered and being initiated and activated on your life mission and life purpose. Again, not that you haven't been doing parts of it in your life, but when you meet that person, like it really boosts that energy into a much higher level, and you're like on overdrive. You find yourself again the train. We'll let it pass. Yeah, we'll let it pass. That's like the journey of life. You're like, you have to stop at different stations. But again, just like I was saying, it's again your life mission and your purpose becomes so activated within yourself that nothing in the world means more to you than you embodying and being aligned with that life purpose. If the person that whether that person is a twin or a soulmate or whoever that person is to you, is taking you away from that alignment and what really truly feels right in your heart, what you're meant to do, whether a physician, a nurse, mechanic, musician, cook, whatever that life purpose means to you, then that person is not in that alignment with your highest good. And again, you have to always keep making those choices about what you're here to do. And one thing that I really want to say is that sometimes people like find themselves in a choice. Oh, I want love and I want the relationship. Relationships and partnerships are amazing to have. It's not like we don't say you shouldn't. It's like it's part of being a human. It's part of our human experience. We're social, we're social beings, and we love the companionship. But at the same time, if that's all you're focused on is I have to find love, I have to be in a partnership, I have to do that, and at the same time you're not really like being in your life purpose and being in your mission and really finding your happiness and being fulfilled and following what makes you happy, then again you're going to fall out of alignment with the high frequency and the higher vibrations of a true aligned relationship for you, and an aligned connection for you. Again, I think that the easiest way to say it is really follow what makes you happy, no matter what the label is, and no matter what that, it doesn't matter. A twin is not going to make you, the happiest, he's not going to bring you that happiness, because you have to really find it for yourself and where that, means for you. So, if again, your twin is not ready, or they're in a different vibration, or they're in a different path, or whatever they're doing, we're not stuck to the idea that that's the only person in life for you, because the world is full of amazing soulmates, and you can meet divine partners that are going to be exactly what you're seeking and what you need to have at that time.
The love that you have within for yourself will be mirrored on the outside by someone else. Trust me, it happens, and it will come to you in the most amazing way. So don't box yourself in. Just know that the more love that you grow within yourself, the more that you tap into that wisdom and, living your passions and following your heart, you will also magnetically attract the one. You can manifest that in a way when you're ready for it. But if you start looking for that before you're healed and before you feel that love within yourself, you're going to manifest a partner that's going to, bring out those things in you. And, it may not be the partner that you will have for the rest of your life. And it may be a little bit more turbulent than if you, had that, tapped into that, self-love and healing before you met that person. Now, I'm not saying that sometimes you have to have that person, mirror those things within you. So, again, it depends on where you're at in your journey and what is needed for your healing. So I'm not saying that it's wrong, but you will, like, if that's your intention, is like Naglaa said, if your intention is just to find somebody because you're lonely and because you feel like you can't be alone, and you want to have somebody love you, then know that if you're feeling like that, then you're never going to be fulfilled. Eventually that's going to wear off.
You're going to be easily triggered by that person, no matter, even if they're the best lover in the whole world. You're still going to be very triggered by different things because, you have wounds and layers within you that you have not healed, but you just waited for that validation from the outside world.
And maybe you would even feel like you'll eventually get bored. Like it'll just turn into like one of those people who have been married for a very long time and they're just together because they're in it because of the family, children, finances or whatever. Or that's what it ends up turning into, because you're just not constantly evolving and growing together. You just become bored. And that's kind of what can happen when you are, not fulfilled within yourself, because you will know you're not going to want to be with somebody who's not ready for you or who's not complimenting you. You're not going to just be with anybody. You'd rather just be alone, right?
Yeah, and again, what is important to note here is that a good divine high vibrational connection for you, or a relationship, a lover, or whatever, is that a person allows you to expand within yourself and allows you to grow, and just their presence next to you, their presence with you is so supportive to your growth and your spiritual expansion. You're ascending even higher. That is, that's what we're talking about, like the twin flames, downloading those templates so they're available for other people to be able to tap into this high divine vibrational love relationship. This is a relationship that challenges everything that we learned about what sometimes with the twins can be different cultures, different religions, different ethnicities, different ages, all the social templates that we grow up knowing, the check marks that we have to cross when we're connecting with another person, because, the twin flames come to really break apart the templates and bringing things back to what unconditional love truly means for a couple, or for a relationship. So again, I'm losing my train of thought here because it's the twins, having the ability to see sometimes, that's why the union of twin flames in a physical sense is important, because once you see that energy and how it's being embodied in two people, it's like you can never forget about again, as Donna said, you come into a room and the energies change and people can feel the power of love between two people. And again, that energy is downloadable, it's available, and the templates have been opened up for people to seek relationships that are fulfilling on a highest vibrational level of love, oneness, union between two people, helping you become the best version of who you are. And that keeps expanding with you. It's unlimited possibilities and potential for yourself.
And it doesn't have to be the twin, because again, as twins, those templates have been disrupted and brought to a new awareness of this unconditional love frequency, so that more and more people can tap into that and feel as if though they're in a partnership that will bring their highest potential to light. They will feel great and loving. And I'm not saying it's without problems or hiccups, or, you know, everybody has those bumps in the road. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship you're in, but you grow from them and you expand and you continuously evolve and challenge each other to be your best selves. It's the feeling of being safe and secure in their presence, and the grounding and the support and love. It's all of that. And you also have that telepathy and the awareness of what the other needs sometimes without even talking to them. Like, it's just that because you have a beautiful and divine connection. It's just, you know, and again, you're continuously changing and shifting, and your energy, as your energy shifts, you also have to still like balance your alignment with each other. So that's going to still have to happen no matter what kind of relationship that you're in. But knowing that you have that wholeness and that fulfillment within first, it just comes a lot easier, you know, to be able to come in alignment with that other soul and to have that continuous compatibility. And you just have fun together, you know, you just constantly like, you know, like the laughter and the happiness and the fulfillment is just comes very easily. So that's what, you know, I think that this whole, you know, really what it's really all about is that, you know, these divine partnerships are more and more becoming more frequent and apparent. And you will feel that energy when you know that other couple comes into the room, and you could see it, you could feel it. And even if, say, you're not with somebody and you embody that, they will also feel it, like I said earlier. So you don't have to have that partner, you know, that, you know, external partner to yourself in order for other people to feel it or for you to feel it. But it will come if that's what you really truly desire and you already feel that within. You are already manifesting that on the outside if that's what you truly want. So,
Yeah,
I think we're kind of
like wrapping up about all kinds of relationship. And again, take your time to reflect. And when you are connecting with another person, you know, romantically, or, you know, your cross path with someone, just take a step back and understand, like, what is this, you know, what is this kind of relationship? Is it bringing me back to love, to God, to oneness, to feeling inner peace? And I mean, it's not always inner peace, but it, you know, sometimes we get challenged by the things that we need to heal. But again, after you're healing, you suddenly find yourself, oh my God, like you're in a much better space, taking that time to understand your journey and understand who you are, and, you know, find yourself on the path of expansion and growth, and you're never going to go wrong. You know, the more aligned you are with love and unconditional love, then you can't go wrong with that. You're going to manifest the right experiences, you're going to manifest the right people, you're going to manifest the changes in your own physical material life. You know, whether you want to change your home, get a better job, you know, improve your children's lives, whatever that means in your life, let that expand with you, and let your own healing guide you to heal your material world, and you know, bring you the right partnership that is going to support you along your path and your life purpose and your mission. That's it.
That's it in a nutshell. But if you have any like specific questions, or you want to have us talk about something else that you feel strongly about, you know, please feel free to write those in the comments. We plan to try to put more and more of these little videos out, because we feel like it's now becoming more and more important, especially with what's happening in today's world and with all of the false information that's like kind of like floating out there. We really feel like this is part of our mission to help educate and help guide you to your highest path. And, you know, we hope that this video has helped you somehow and maybe activated you and the divine partnership you have within you that's just waiting there for you to tap into. So we're very glad that you listened. So
We love you guys.
yeah,
We send you so much love.
yes.